Our next question comes from someone you may know. This is Speaker Boehner.
Oh, there you go.
After embarking on a record spending binge that left us deeper in debt, where are the jobs? ? And I want to note that these characters are his fault.
Yeah, first
Not
of
his
all,
fault. Not his fault.
John
Not
obviously
his
needs to
fault.
work on his typing skills. Well, look, obviously, John's the Speaker of the House. He's a Republican, and so this is a slightly skewed question. But what he's right about is that we have not seen fast enough job growth relative to the need. I mean, we lost, as I said, 4 million jobs before I took office, before I was sworn in. About 4 million jobs were lost in the few months right after I took office, before our economic policies had a chance to take any effect. And over the last 15 months, we've actually seen 2 million jobs created in the private sector, and so we're each month seeing growth in jobs. But when you've got a $8 million job hole and you're only filling it 100,000, 200,000 jobs at a time each month, obviously that's way too long for a lot of folks who are still out of work. There are a couple of things that we can continue to do. I actually worked with Speaker Boehner to pass a payroll tax cut in December that put an extra $1,000 in the pockets of almost every single American. That means they're spending money. That means that businesses have more customers, and that has helped improve overall growth. We have provided at least 16 tax cuts to small businesses who have needed a lot of help and have been struggling, including, for example, saying zero capital gains taxes on startups, because our attitude is we want to encourage new companies, young entrepreneurs to get out there, start their business without feeling like if they're successful in the first couple of years that somehow they have to pay taxes as opposed to putting that money back into their business. So we've been able to cooperate with Republicans on a range of these issues. There are some areas where the Republicans have been more resistant in cooperating, even though I think most objective observers think it's the right thing to do. I'll give you a specific example. It's estimated that we have about $2 trillion worth of infrastructure that needs to be rebuilt. Roads, bridges, sewer lines, water mains, our air traffic control system doesn't make sense. We don't have the kind of electric grid that's smart, meaning it doesn't waste a lot of energy in transmission. Our broadband system is slower than a lot of other countries. For us to move forward on a major infrastructure initiative where we're putting people to work right now, including construction workers who are disproportionately unemployed when the housing bubble went bust, to put them to work rebuilding America at a time when interest rates are very low, contractors are looking for work, and the need is there. That is something that could make a huge positive impact on the economy overall. And it's an example of making an investment now that ends up having huge payoffs down the road. We haven't gotten the kind of cooperation that I'd like to see on some of those ideas and initiatives, but I'm just going to keep on trying, and eventually I'm sure the Speaker will see the light.